Well, finally, award season is over.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness the Oscars were last night, and we just allowed to talk about it one last time, just to talk about it, guys.
You seem so excited to talk about the Oscars.
Well, majority, no surprise, except for one, in my opinion, that was kind of a surprise, just because there was a category that was going back and forth a little bit all award season.
Yep.
But overall,
pretty predictable.
Kinda, yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
So, without further ado, let's reveal the 4 winners, the 4 top categories. There you go. The surprise was Emma Stone for Best Actress.
For Best Actress for her role in Poor Things. Many people thought Lily Gladstone was going to take home the Oscar for Killers of the Flower Moon. Mm-hmm. And I will be honest, I was not able to watch the Oscars last night, so I was catching up on recaps all on social media this morning. And when I saw that Emma won, I go, whoa, what?
Yeah, I was shocked.
Yeah, that was a curveball for sure.
Divine Joy Randolph.
Yes.
Won for the Holdovers.
Holdovers, yes.
Which was no surprise. She's been winning everything all award season.
Yep.
Robert Downey Jr., who, by the way, to me looked different last night. He looked different to me. I don't know what
I don't know if he's lost weight or if it was the glasses, but I agree. There was something just different about his face. I don't know.
Yeah. Like,
you know?
There was some, I couldn't pinpoint it.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the glasses or lost weight.
Lost weight and glasses, hey.
So he won for Oppenheimer, and then Cillian Murphy, of course, won for Oppenheimer. Kind of no surprise there.
Yeah. And I just want to note that Christopher Nolan won his first, right, Best Director for Oppenheimer. So Oppenheimer so wept.
And when I was reading this morning, I think Oppenheimer won 7, including Best Picture. Barbie won 1.
For Best Original Song with Billie Eilish and Phineas for What Was I Made For?
And then, oddly enough, Killers of the Flower Moon shut out completely.
I know.
0. And everybody loved that. And it had momentum leading into award season.
Yes, it did.
Martin Scorsese and...
Yeah.
You know, it's just surprising to me. You know, I don't know. Chris Luzader once explained how the Oscar voting works, and it's actually very confusing.
Oh, it is?
It is very confusing.
I have never
Let's
dug
have
into
her recap that on Friday, because I don't want to go into it because I'll mess it up.
Okay.
It's that confusing.
Yeah.
I was like, no, thank you. To me, John Cena announcing for Best Costumes and comes out basically with no clothes.
In his skivvies.
In homage to what happened 50 years ago when they had a streaker live on TV.
Which I didn't even know that happened.
You didn't?
I didn't. So again, while I was scrolling through social media, catching up on everything this morning and watching, they showed the clip. I'm like, first and foremost, what was the security detail like in the, 1970s?
It was in the 70s, I believe.
Like, was there no security? Because a full-blown naked person literally just comes running across.
I'm surprised you missed it. They show that on every Oscars highlight reel.
Do they really?
Yeah, because it's so iconic. Like, what? And streaking was a thing back in the day. Like, they had people streak, like, Dodger Stadium, whatever in New York.
I've seen sporting events, but yeah, the Oscars.
Don't quote me on that. I mean, thankfully it's
I wonder if he was a cater waiter. He was like, I'm done doing this. I'm streaking.
He's over it.
Yeah.
That was good. I did enjoy, I mean, I turned it on for 5 seconds last night. I was eating dinner. And I'm not a fan of Poor Things. And I happened to turn it on when Poor Things was winning like 3 awards in a row. And it's just like, I can't even handle this.
Here's a question for you. Are you happy you watched Poor Things so you can understand like why it might have won?
No, I can understand that. Great question, because, but then I wished I wouldn't, because then I'd be like, oh, well, that's awesome for them. Because now I'm watching going,
like, really?
Really?
You get that?
I swear, if you want to spoof an artistic movie, that was the movie. They tried so many things in one movie artistically to be like, look how creative we are and artistic.
I still kind of like it. Bright, vibrant colors and then black and white and just pigs with chicken heads. And
do I appreciate the female empowerment at the end? Yes.
Yes.
Love that.
That was a good message.
But I don't necessarily like the objectification of women that I felt was part of it, and Emma Stone for being so brave to do what she did in that movie, because I could not do that.
Yes.
So there you go. Also, to me, I'm glad I think you pointed out to me about Ryan Gosling performing, because I totally forgot.
Yes.
I knew I had it on the background when Billie Eilish was singing.
Okay.
And did a great job. But I totally missed the one and only. I mean, to me, I watched it this morning. One of my favorite Oscar performances of all time.
I would agree.
I had to cut it down a little bit. We're going to show it right here in the 3 of it. I had to cut it down, but it gave me goosebumps. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it was good.
It's Ryan Gosling. And the way he starts, I was like, what?
Did you also catch the homage to Marilyn Monroe's Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend?
Yes. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
When they lifted him up.
Yeah. Yep.
And by the way, he's singing live, and he sounds great.
Yes.
Like, I'm so impressed. Margot Robbie looks so beautiful. She's gorgeous.
Oh, I have feelings I can't explain.
And I want that suit.
Driving
Yes.
me insane.
It is amazing. I want the gloves.
They are,
I want to rock those gloves.
they are great.
I'll sleep alone tonight.
Also, he's like fist bumping people. He just seems.
Anywhere else I'd be the same. Is it my destiny to live and die?
This whole homage is That Means Your Girl's Best Friend. The pink carpet stairs.
Yeah.
Now here's the part I got goosebumps because I'm like, the Oscars turned into a rock concert. Slash. And the audience loses it. These are Hollywood elites,
I know.
which are very stuffy usually.
You know what? I would love to know what the casting call was for this. You know? Like, we need however
That'd be
many
amazing.
male dancers for this secret project.
Greta, Margot singing along, America Ferrera.
This song is growing on me.
It really is catchy.
Yeah.
Emma, did they have to tell them to have those words prepared?
Well, they're up on the screen there. So
Oh!
I don't know.
Good call. I didn't see the
I was
screen.
like, they're.
They got their own teleprompter.
Yeah, they got their own teleprompter.
Good job. Seriously.
Wow. You know what?
just
He
how
is
excitement-
Knuff.
Yes, enough for all of us. Yes.
And also, I'm glad it showed Emily Blunt because they had a really funny back and forth. And, you know, it was called Barbenheimer because Barbie and Oppenheimer same day come out and he goes, you know why it wasn't called Oppen Barbie or something? Because
Yes.
Oppenheimer was riding Barbie's coattails all summer.
It was
It was good. You
hilarious.
should watch it. Don't take what I did and think that was, yeah.
Yeah, by the way, it's better on.
It's
no,
better
I'm
when
just
they
kidding.
do it.
I'm just saying, if you go to YouTube, you can find the Oscars YouTube page. That's where I went to find clips this morning. The Oscars YouTube page has a lot of them and just great performances, great
Mm-hmm.
speeches. I love the format when they bring out all the former winners to announce the winner.
Which they did for Best Actress.
And they also, I think they did it for all the categories, because I saw one
they
for
did.
the Best Supporting Actor category.
Okay.
For Robert Downey Jr., I watched his speech. But when they bring back, I think for the acting categories, like Sally Field, I loved. Like seeing Jennifer Lawrence, a
Mm-hmm. She
newer
was up
winner.
there, yep.
With Michelle Yeoh, who won last year. It was
Yeah.
like, I love seeing all the former winners up there.
So I feel personally, this is my personal opinion, the Oscars has kind of lost the glitz and glam appeal for me. But when they do those throwbacks and like show you the pictures or take you through time of the Oscars, I love those moments. 'Cause
I
it's
love
like,
those.
oh gosh, I remember watching the Oscars as a kid, being like, oh wow, I want to be an actress, and now I'm just kind of like, okay.
One of my favorite
is.
Oscar performances, I think, is from the 80s, when they did a whole musical number with The Future of Hollywood. And it was the cheesiest, most over-the-top, terrible thing I've ever seen, but it lives rent-free in my head. Because there were superstars that we know today who were in that. And I'm like, you would never get that to happen. No, you couldn't pay them enough to do that today. It was
Right.
cheesy,
Yeah,
but I love it.
we love cheese. All right, you guys, excuse me. We are going to go back to playing a few games of the quotes after this. Don't go anywhere.
If you have not seen it, it is so.
I'll watch
It's
it.
like Rob Lowe and